Good morning, world, and all who inhabit it. This morning when I woke up, I laid in bed for a little while, and I found myself in a balance of wanting to stay in bed and continue to dream, but also wanting to attack the day. So I would say that's the best balance slash dynamic slash relationship between waking up and being asleep that you could have. Because I love dreams. I love dreams. I don't know why. It's really hard for me to describe why I love dreams, because I don't know if everybody's like this, but the dreams that I have are absolutely bizarre. I'll have a dream where, like, I'm in one scene, something's happening, and there's certain people there, and then I don't even notice a change happening, but all of a sudden I'm just like with different people in a different place in a whole different context. And I usually go through about 5 scenes a night, and I forget some of the dreams that I have, but some of them stick with me. So that's a big problem with me in regards to waking up, because they're just fascinating. The dreams are usually magnificent, and truthfully, even if I have a nightmare, it's pretty interesting. So, and I don't really feel fear in my dreams unless you have a sleep paralysis. That's tough. Sleep paralysis is tough. So the balance was between wanting to be asleep and continue to exist in the dream and experience the dreams, while also seeing all that exists within my day or ahead of me, the things that I could do, the things that I need to do. And I was really excited. So I laid there for a few minutes, woke up, doing a leaf blower at nothing. There's no leaves around that guy, just noise. Anyway, woke up, now I've already completed morning writing session because my camera battery had died, so I had to charge it before I could record this video. So yeah, there's a lot to do today, but also not a lot to do today. Patience and humility. If you want to go faster, go slower. Meaning, if you slow down, act patient, do things right, you'll make it farther in the macro, in the big picture. So if I look and see a bunch of things that I have to do today, and then I attack it with anxious energy, and I don't do any of the things well, then you just run your engine every day. So patience and humility, grow, make progress on business. I'm about to go into church. Just recorded a podcast. I think it went way better than last week. It's extremely positive. I listened to it. This morning as I was writing, when I woke up, I knew that there was a lot that I could do with the day. There's a lot I wanted to attack the day, but as I was writing, I started to maybe kind of get overwhelmed and think that I couldn't accomplish everything that I wanted to do in the day. And then I started to negotiate, and I was like, well, maybe I shouldn't podcast till tomorrow, and maybe there wouldn't be enough time to go to church because I do have to get clients. Right there is the church bell, but it doesn't start till 12:10. That's the noon bell. But anyway, I was thinking that it might be, I don't know, it's just kind of excuses preliminarily forming in my mind as to getting rid of things to make room for other things. But here I am, it's noon, completed the rite, completed the podcast, listened to the podcast. I'm in the church parking lot, so now I'm able to go to church. What I'll have to do next is I wasn't able to prospect clients last night, so I will prospect clients and get a list. I need to make phone calls today. I need to train. But I'm within striking distance of doing everything that I need to do today. So I need to go in here and be cleansed, not think about anything that happened before, not think about anything that happens after, just experience this church service, and then we'll go from there. Halftime. Halftime. It's really purifying to go into church. It's so similar to a workout that before you go into a church, before you experience the entirety of it, there's a resistance because it just seems unpractical and pointless. Like when you go to work out, when you go into the gym, you're not really going to, there's lies within your mind that you're not going to get anything. Not anything of any immediate value. Any physical gains that you get are going to exist in the future. And so because of that, it's really easy to not work out today, whatever day it is, the day. And it's really easy to do that for one day, but if you do that over a period of time, you become abysmally out of shape. But after you do the workout, or when you're in the midst of it, you have maybe a realization, one, that wasn't bad, and two, it's inexplicably of value. Same thing with a healthy meal, same thing with going to church, same thing with writing in the morning. There's so much resistance before doing it initially because it seems like it's for no reason, it's of no value. But I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. Words can't really describe it. You just have to go to church. But it's as though time doesn't move. It's as though you don't really care about what happened before, you don't care about what happened after, you're just in that moment. Right, so I'm making a meal right now, halftime. The day is going smoothly. After I eat this meal, I'm going to go do some computer work. I have got to prospect clients. I've got to not only prospect a list of clients, but I've got to call people. Because I have the momentum of calling, I just got to call people. And if they tell me no, that's what I'm looking for. I need to get no's. So I need to do that. I need to go upload the podcast. There's a lot of computer work I need to do. And I'm looking forward to the gym. This evening I will go to the gym. I will sit in sauna. And for those things, or towards those things, I'm excited. Business. I have not made it to cold calling anyone today. It is past business hours. After I uploaded the podcast, I started a brief marketing campaign on Twitter. So I will say this, what do I care about? I care about writing. I care about recording these daily videos. I care about recording a podcast. I care about all of the 7 habits. I actually do care about business. I know that's a very vague and general term, but I actually do care about business for multiple reasons. One, I need to have a business because that's part of life. But even more than that, I actually do just like business. And it's funny how it's like, it really is hilarious to me that when I was cold calling people yesterday, somebody could have looked at that, watched that, and been like, oh, this guy is like prank calling people. And that's one of the things that I love about business. The line between fake business and real business, joking around, is so thin. There's a very thin line between a prank call and an actual business call. But I am deadly serious about business. I do want to help people. I need to help people in a business relationship, in a reciprocal relationship, meaning they benefit, I benefit. I need to engage in that dynamic. So have I cold called anyone yet today? No. Is it past business hours? Yes. Have I done enough prospecting? No. So I agree with all of that, and it's on me. I'm kind of in a strange spot because it's my plan to leave next week, and I am trying to start business in the place where I'm about to leave. So I don't know, I'm just trying to get a better plan for how to go about it. And people might just be like, oh, plans, all of these plans. It's like, yeah, but plans are a part of it. And you couldn't really say that I'm not actionable, because this actively right now, what I'm doing makes no sense, but it's being actionable, and it gets better throughout every time. Podcast gets better, writing gets better, training gets better, nutrition gets better, everything gets better. My business is going to get better. Anybody that's watching this has just seen it occur literally right from the beginning. So to say that I need a plan, you might be like, well, this guy's talking about a plan. That's kind of annoying. And I would agree. So I guess maybe I won't talk about the plan. But regardless, it would be hard to criticize me for saying that I plan too much, because if anything, I would say that I do the opposite. That I just don't really have a plan and I shoot from the hip. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not good at actually creating a plan, and it takes too long to create plans. But that's how I operate. I just operate by, everybody's different. I have to get actionable. In order for me to learn how to swim, I have to get into the water. I can't watch somebody else swim and be like, oh, that's how you do it. If I want to start a business, I just have to call people, figure out their problem, and try to solve their problem. So I don't know. I don't want to make excuses. I just didn't do enough today to grow that aspect of my business. That's on me. Can't happen. And that's all I've got to say about that. I don't want to make any other excuses. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what somebody's best is. What matters is what's required. It doesn't matter if I did my best today. I didn't do what is required to grow a business. I don't know. I'm enjoying it though. I'm enjoying the days. It was a packed day. I'm at the gym parking lot right now. I don't know. Everything is good. But I also am aware that if I don't grow my business, things won't be as good. And it's really not even a matter of, it's really not a matter of the business growing from one point to the next point, from one plateau, which is 0, to 1, which is the next plateau. But what matters is doing the work, the process, and perfecting the process. So, does all of this sound incredibly vague and random to an extent? Yes, but again, I have to start a business. The business is going to get off of its feet because I just have to. So you guys are watching the beginning of a business. Regardless of how it seems, this is how Amazon began. Jeff Bezos just started calling people frantically. This is how I will have to say, it is funny of Zelensky making a video saying he's a good salesman. He made a video and he's frantically saying, give us monies. If you don't have weapons and monies to give us, you give us credits and we will give you monies back after the war. So I need to be more like that. That's the top modern age salesman. I need to be more like him. I need to call people and I need to tell them if they don't have money, just give me credits. I don't even know what the credits are, but just give me some credits. Give me something. Just give me credits. Give me imaginary money, and that'll work too. Right, so going to the gym might be getting towards the end of the day. I don't even know what time it is, but it's a good day so far. Great workout, great sauna session. I'm parked right here. I'm actually not going to show it because I don't need to show my license plate, but yeah, there we go. Outside of a coffee shop. Coffee shops are kind of the way. Free Wi-Fi. I had an idea in the sauna. What I need to do is, my mind's kind of chaotic, obviously, but you can bring order to your mind, and part of the way I bring order to my mind is through writing. And what I do is I'll write a question, and just whatever question comes to my mind, and I don't even have to write out the question explicitly, but I'll write out a question and then I'll answer it, or I'll think of a question, then I'll answer it. But it might take me 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. I'll just go down rabbit holes. So what I'm about to do is literally just write down every question that I have for myself. I'm going to ask myself, all right, what questions do you have? And I'm not going to even answer them. I'm just going to rattle off all the questions, such as, for example, where do you want to travel? Why? What business? What is your value that you could provide to other people regarding your business, and why? So I'm going to go through and write out every question that I have. Just get a list of questions, not even worry about answering them. Another question is, how can we get prospects, obviously. I'm going to go through and I'm not going to answer them. I'm just going to write out a bunch of questions and I'll answer them tomorrow in my writing session. I'll just fire off answers. Good evening. Good night.